It's the game mode that has every bingo player wake up in a cold sweat. Pinball Warrior. Hooah! In this mode, we'll have every player race against the clock on the exact same board to see who can claim as many points as possible. Whoever has the most points at the end of the time limit will be able to claim the title of Pinball Warrior Champion. Whatcha! With ties broken by whoever gets their final score fastest. Though if you think it's that easy, you clearly haven't seen pinball before. The Bingo Wizards have crafted a diabolical board designed to test even the most hardened veterans of bingo. In fact, why don't we give them a sneak peek of what we have in store for our players this time? Yo, Ace, break it down for these Rudies.
In this season, the board consists of 5 types of squares, each corresponding to a type of tape soul that can be unlocked and collected. For every tape soul that is picked up, players can mark a corresponding square of their choice. But can bingo players really handle this much freedom?
Buckle up, kiddies. Let's begin another match of Pinball Warrior.
And we are back with Miku and Daft7.
Let's go, Noise Tanks.
Immediately, both going into Shibuya-cho, with Daft going into a very nice level of Dogenzaka Hill, Miku going into Shibuya Terminal. And
Yeah, I don't know what order these will end up getting shown in, but from my perspective, this is the first team we've seen go into Dogen.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's interesting. Don't know if that will be true at the time that this airs, but for now.
Yeah.
Regardless, Dogen hasn't been...
Dogen, but, for us, first time we're seeing it, could be good, could be bad, but we'll see.
We'll see, yeah. Dogen has certainly not been a popular level, at least. If we can say that for sure.
Yeah.
Which, makes sense. It's a lot of the souls are pretty hard to get to.
Yeah, you're basically committed to a lap if you want to get the special soul.
Yeah.
And on a board like this, the teams that work the best are the teams that realise we need as many special souls as possible.
Don't do what I did, which is go, okay, I need to see how many bingos I can get while getting as few specials as possible.
Yeah, that's the...
Me looking at the board with a literal X of specials going, how can I get as few specials as possible?
See, obviously, it was obvious for me, because I made the flipping board. But the amount of teams that went in didn't notice the special X, I'm just thinking, that's the first thing you need to notice. But I guess especially with something like this, you can't regex it either, so it's even more of a mystery. Oh, Miku going for 13 platforms.
Daft was doing the unlock sequence, so maybe he's gonna do a full Dogen lap. Interesting.
Miku falling down.
The unlock sequence does make it kind of efficient to unlock everything, but you do still have to do that full lap.
Yeah, well, I think the big thing is, if you really think about the core of this board, and I don't know how true this is, I make up the board and hope people figure out the best way of doing it on the fly. I don't figure out the meta beforehand. But, you need to get as many specials as possible. But it doesn't matter if you commit time to a special on an earlier level, as long as you're getting a bunch of extra souls on the way, because you're going to run out of special square, or you're going to run out of non-special squares before you run out of special squares.
That's true. Yeah, so... has Miku gotten 13 platforms yet?
Miku fell down, so I'm not
no
sure.
Specials are marked, so no.
So we're kind of seeing if Miku can salvage this. 13 platforms, from our perspective, we've so far seen 2 teams do 13 platforms, and while maybe not necessarily
both have gotten screwed over by it.
Yeah, both have gotten screwed over by it, so we'll see if this is all Miku needs to unlock this one.
Yeah. This is also the villain of this challenge. There we go.
That's special number 1, and Daft's about to get special number 2. Miku going into Hakage, which has a great special soul.
It's a nice built-in balancing mechanic that, the area that every team goes to first has one of the hardest and most finicky specials to do.
It's
Daft finishing up Dogen.
Yeah, Daft's leaving
Oh.
Dogen, so we'll get to see where he goes next. I mean, it's very much, you're going to invest a lot of time in a level, so if you miss a special, is it really worth leaving it and going somewhere else? You've gotten the tape, you're there, just do it again. But,
Yeah.
Ideally, the better you do, or, the more consistent you are, the less you need to worry about that.
Just have to not get screwed over by it like several consecutive times.
And Daft
Daft into RDE.
H. So
Let's see if he'll opt for the couple quick things or if he'll full clear the level.
yeah, I mean Miku's about to get grind combo
That's
or tricks. Oh, I get those two confused. I'm gonna miss one of these teams marking the wrong square one of these days, but I think we're fine this season. I mean, Tricks is a grind combo combined with a jump combo. Anyway, moving on from that misnomer, Daft grabbing some quick unlocks in Wakakudai Heights.
Looks like he's going for grind points and then like maybe air. It doesn't. Oh, maybe he's
again,
going for tricks
air
too.
is, uh-oh.
Oh yeah, he can't get air. Or I mean, he can unlock the soul, but he can't do anything with it.
Yeah. I think
Maybe
that's
he
the
is
one-
going for everything.
Ooh. I'm not quite sure, so I'm going to look at Miku real quick. Miku looks like Miku's going for points,
Let's go, Miku.
which means more or less a full clear Hokage, barring air,
Yeah.
obviously.
Full clear Hokage isn't that bad though.
Yeah. Is Miku ignoring special in Hokage?
Controversial.
Which, yeah, very controversial to me. That seems like one of the faster specials, especially if you've already grabbed the tape.
Especially if you're already there, yeah.
Yeah.
But again, strategizing is difficult when you are handed a very weird board
Yeah.
and given not that much time to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of pinball is you flashbang each team, spin them around 10 times and say, do bingo.
Go play some video games. Yeah, I will say, with some of these decisions that look like weird calls, a lot of the time teams are just tunnel visioning on the bingo that's closest to being completed. They're ignoring everything else in the area in favor of, okay, I just need a point soul, or okay, I just need a grind combo.
I think Miku realised, hang on, I need a special soul and that one's quick. Because Miku left and then returned.
Yeah, there's a big difference in the kind of bigger, longer term strategy and the immediate I need to get this bingo strategy happening here. And it's kind of hard to focus on both at once without any prior planning.
I mean, we saw with the Perfect Pinball project last season, Krabby and Ace needed a hell of a lot longer than 1 minute to think of that one. So,
Yeah. They
1
also,
minute
that
prep
run
time
was
is not enough.
segmented out,
Yeah.
crazy. Looks like Daft is going for full RDH clear.
Yep, which hopefully means we're going to see another special unlock. I mean, we're 7 minutes 30 in, more or less.
And 2 bingos down, those same center only require 1 special bingos.
Yep. And really, when you get all the way up to the top, that's like two squares to the price of 1 for the amount of time you commit. Churro Street going up next for Miku, which is interesting.
Fascinating, even.
That's the other thing. There's, 9 special squares on the board with the lovely X pattern, and 11 specials in the entire game. So you really get to see which ones people choose, and I'm wondering which 2 are objectively the worst.
I'm thinking one of them has got to be SDPP. Because of size, level size.
Yeah. And then
I'm not sure what else though.
Yeah, and that's 2 more squares for Daft. Miku going
Let's go
backwards
Daft.
in Churro Street. Really going for
Whoa.
that special soul.
Reverse Chuo.
Reverse Churro. I guess Miku wasn't necessarily confident in the alleyway, which fair enough. That could be a bit of a nightmare. So Miku going all the way to the other end with a
I feel like,
minute
yeah.
left. Is that enough time?
I was going to say, I feel like if you're going into Chuo, you might as well full clear it, because there are so many quick, easy souls right at the start, but with this much time, he might not even get this.
Yeah.
Well, especially if he misses the rail.
Though,
Here we go.
are we about to... Yep, Miku will do special. Where's Daft going? Is Daft going into Chuo?
Is he gonna go pick it up?
Yeah.
Co-op strats. And so that special will get them a third bingo along column 2.
Yeah. They've got to really go for it though. They've got 30 seconds left. Miku with the unlock. Daft's going to be closer entering the level. It's easy enough to get to from the start. You just got to, warp up. Or take the cars. Or take the... there's multiple ways to get here.
Go Daft, go!
And with... 10 seconds left, it's down to the wire.
I believe.
And marked. There it is, locked in.
Oh, the diagonal. I didn't see that.
Oh, yes. They got
I was like, oh, he marked the wrong one.
Yeah, impressive.
Impressive. Alright, so that's 3 bingos, I think.
Yeah. That's very well played. And with that, Daft and Miku make me really happy. I set up a tiebreaker since Season 1 with a score of 23 points at 9 minutes and 55 seconds in. Can another team break down this 23-point wall? Find out next time on Jet Set Radio Future Bingo, Pinball Warrior.